We are live, Facebook Live, Cable 15 TV in Newport, Arkansas. It's the Newport Greyhounds and the Trumann Wildcats to finish up on each of these guys, what they call the preseason or the non-conference schedule. Relatively small crowd on hand right now, but you can tell it's filling in. A lot of folks are trying to get in. David Black along with Josh Nation, also Anthony May, Ben Black, and Hayden Schultz in the broadcast booth. Fellas, welcome.
Hey, glad to be back, man. Just nothing like being at Greyhound Field here and watching these Greyhounds walk out as these captains are fixed to enter through the helmet and come to the 50 and start the coin toss, man. It's just special for me and for us to be here on Friday nights, man.
Hayden Schultz, a football game that's not a do-or-die game for either team as far as playoff implications are concerned. But anytime you play one of your 10 football games, it's a big football game, and it's a big one for the Hounds.
Absolutely, and the Hounds 1-2 right now on the year. I believe Trumann's 1-1 on the year. They fall to Hoxie, beat a Manila team last week. So the Hounds got something to prove, trying to get out of that brutal non-conference schedule, trying to get 500 and then, build off things and go into the conference play. So Hounds still want to win here tonight. Hadn't won a home game yet. Tough game against BB that you fall to. When a good crowd's on hand like that BB game, and I think there will be tonight as well, there's a lot of people you can see over at Houndtown eating chili, and I think IMAD's down there. But you want to represent for your home and the crowd that comes on hand. And also we got some hero appreciation tonight, and we've got all first responders here on staff. So saw that the helicopter dropped the football earlier. We didn't get that on the shoot. It was a little early, but it's a good night.
Oh, it's a great night. The temperature is a little higher than what it normally would be this time of year, and next week it's really going to heat up. But, we had cramps in the first. Y'all see the captains meeting at the center of the field. We'll identify them momentarily. But cramps were not an issue the last couple of weeks, and we're looking forward to a good, clean football game between two quality football teams, Hayden.
Yep, and the captains for tonight are Andre Rodriguez, Jalen Pollard, looks like Perez, and Matthew Riley for the Hounds, and also for Trumann, Matthew Swan, along with Parks McNair. So there are your captains for tonight. Should be a good ball game. Hounds kind of, if you will, took one off the chin off a Stuttgart team. One of the top 5 teams in the 4A, in my opinion. I think in just about everybody's opinion. Hounds go tick for tat with them. I mean, it's a 3-point game, end up losing by 10. They get a cheap one late. But Hounds are looking to perform tonight in front of their home crowd.
Still the meeting of the captains going on there. I think they possibly have made a decision in deciding how we're going to line up, which goal somebody is going to defend, who's going to get the football. And I want to say hello to Mr. Elmer Metcalf, looking in from Trumann, Arkansas tonight. Mr. Metcalf, how are you doing, sir? And here come the Newport Greyhounds. Greyhounds are rolling into the field.
Truman's won the toss and will defer to the second half. Hounds will get the football to start out.
Ben Black, you like being on offense first? You like being on defense first? What do you like?
I just assume have the football, David. Just start out hot and go down there and put points on the board and set the tone for the game, man. I'm an offense guy.
I think the big story this year for the Newport Greyhounds is C.J. Young and the year that he's had, a guy that's nearing 700 yards in 3 games. I mean, the guy, and you look at it, and I think it's 9.5 a carry. It's unbelievable what he's done this senior year. Not getting a lot of snaps as a tailback last year. Was more of an outside inside linebacker for us last year. Had some guys kind of waited his role, and boy, you can tell that he's put in the work in this offseason to lead these Hounds on the offensive end.
Oh, absolutely, Hayden. You just like you said, you take a guy that's averaging 9 yards a carry, man. He's just been dominant running the football. I got to visit with his father here earlier this week, and we were wondering. We still don't know. We're trying to find out about the consecutive 200-yard games. That's pretty incredible to come out and do that for 2 and 3 weeks in a row. He has just had a phenomenal start to the year, and a big thanks to that offensive line paving the way for him.
Absolutely, and we'll try to recognize those guys as they hit the field, and we'll have the first team kickoff return out here as Kendall and Drennan will be back deep for the Hounds.
Football game brought to you by George Kell Motor Company, your authorized Chevrolet Buick GMC truck dealer, by the Jacksons Funeral Home at the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. White River Health, an organization where patients choose to receive care, physicians choose to practice, employees desire to work, and visitors and family feel welcome. White River Health, caring beyond health care. And Arkansas Steel Associates, always a community-minded leader here in Jackson County, supporting the Greyhounds and Cable 15 TV for many, many years. Arkansas Steel Associates, we thank them for helping us help these kids.
It's going to be a First Community Bank of Newport kickoff where community comes first. Check them out at 2525 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Give them a call, 870-201-6202. Online banking done right at First Community Bank.
Looks like they're not going to test Kendall, and they're just going to hit a pooch kick here. As you can see, the crowd starting to fill in now.
It's going to be a big crowd for the Greyhounds, no doubt. Trumann brought a big crew.
Orange hats in the air over on the Newport sideline. Love to see that.
Kicks it away, a high kick. Kick to Jack Sampson, a fair catch around the 38-yard lines, and the Hounds will set up shop there.
Good job there by Sampson securing the football and getting it to the referee. As Hayden said, the Hounds will set up shop. We'll try to identify some of the offensive linemen here.
Absolutely. Lucas Salinas getting the start tonight, a big sophomore coming in. Dalen Carter along with Jacob Osier. Tyler Ridley, along with Matthew Riley.
Hootie Denton getting the start at quarterback for the Hounds. Kendall at the top.
Here's the snap to give is to Young right up the middle. C.J. Young with a big, big run to start the game.
Pretty good tone setter there for the Hounds as Young does what he has done thus far, and that is carry that rock.
22 biggins.
It's going to be enough for a Greenway Equipment Company first down.
Hounds look to go quick here on 1st and 10. Spearman in motion. Here's the snap. Give back to Young. Young with a stiff arm. Young getting outside. Falls down, ball goes out of bounds on a fumble. It's going to be inside the 30 and another Greenway Equipment Company first down.
Well, a good break there for the Hounds as the ball looked to be maybe stripped away there from Young.
Yeah, you know, Truman's going to come in there and try to rip that ball out of his hands. I mean, when a guy like that tries to get those extra yards, you're going to try to do anything you can as Pollard checks in at the tailback position.
Drennan and Cried at the bottom, Kendall at the top.
1st and 10, fake. Denton calls his own number, puts his foot in the ground, and Denton's tackled inside the 15-yard line around the 11, and the Hounds moving the ball at will right here.
Denton loses his helmet there. Good positive pickup for him, the quarterback keeper. We'll see Dylan Braxton in the ball game now.
Denton's helmet comes off, and he has to check out of the game.
Pollard, your tailback. Kendall at the bottom of the screen. Cried at the top.
Here's the snap. Give is to Pollard up the middle. Pollard is going to be inside the 10 and brought down around the 9-yard line.
Nice push there from the offensive line.
A tough 3 there. Make it 2nd and about 7 here on the 9-yard line.
10:52 clock moving here. In the first quarter, we have no score.
You know what I really liked about the run, guys, was the 2nd and 3rd effort. You know, when it looked like a Chris Young run, C.J. Young run, and that's exactly what these young kids have decided. Hey, we're going to run just like that.
Here's the snap. Give is to Young. He's swallowed up in the backfield. It's going to be a loss back to around the 15-yard line. As you can just see there, that Trumann stacks the box and is going to make you beat them in the air. But you see single coverage on the outsides against Crichton. Kendall might have to throw here on a big 3rd down at about 11.
Yeah, just Trumann had that play, played well and executed on defense. 10:04 to go, clock moving. We still have no score.
Hounds can get a first down at the 2.
Kendall will draw single coverage at the bottom.
You don't have to get it all right here either, as the quick out to Kendall comes up incomplete. Now 4th down here for the Hounds. And that's where you don't really you don't really know there as far as do you want to run and possibly get 6, or do you want to try to hit a quick hitter outside to make it 4th and manageable. Now the Hounds 4th down and long here inside Trumann territory.
Big play in the football game for the Greyhounds here. Coach LeVar gets the play call in. Braxton takes it to the huddle. Hounds will break free. Kendall at the top of the screen. Kylan Cright at the bottom. Spearman at a wingback.
Here's the snap. Braxton looks to throw under pressure, going to throw it up in the end zone, and it's going to come up incomplete. And after you saw the first about 4 plays, you thought the Hounds were going to go get an easy 6 and don't, and turn it over inside the 15-yard line where Trumann will take over. And Trumann's got to be licking their chops after the big stop there, because they're a team that likes to run the football, run some clock here.
Well, they've got plenty of green in front of them, Hayden Schultz, to do just that. We'll see what the Hound defense can dial up.
Hounds with a good drive going. Then the first down play got 3. The second down play lost yardage. And it forced you into 3rd and long. Incomplete pass. And then you try to go for broke to get it all there. That's about all you could do there.
9:46 to go. We have no score here in the first quarter.
Shotgun formation
from the 14.
Here's the snap. Quarterback right up the middle. He sticks his head down up to around the 19-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 now for the Wildcats.
Fathead Pizza, big hit of the week coming up. Bratcher Real Estate bringing you every Greyhound touchdown. Of course, Greenway Equipment Company on the first downs. Merchants and Planters Bank, the first half recap. Bank of England Mortgage Company, a quick wrap-up at the following of the game. Unity Health Player of the Game, and the Subway Coaches Report following the Player of the Game.
Here's the snap and the handoff back underneath, a little reverse. As he's brought down around the 23-yard line. Should be enough to move the chains. That was Hatton on the carry for the Wildcats.
Trumann doing just kind of what we expected, Hayden. They're just taking their time, running some clock. 8:48, clock moving here in the first quarter.
Assignment football required here, guys.
And we got 2 guys acting as if quarterback there. As a direct snap to the tailback. So he's going to get up to around the 27-yard line.
Nothing fancy here from Trumann, just kind of slow and methodical. 8:18, clock moving here in the first quarter.
Now Williams is actually the quarterback, but a direct snap there to Eli Evatt. Both of them act as if they're getting the football.
2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats. Under 8 minutes to go on the game clock. Play clock down to 13.
Here's the snap. Quarterback keep again as he goes down around the 31-yard line. Now brings up a 3rd down and about 3 here. Big spot right here for the Hound defense.
Absolutely, big 3rd down for the Hounds. 7.5 to go, clock moving here.
Truman's got everything that they wanted to do on the offensive end. They're not trying to get 10 a carry. They're looking for 4, 3 a carry, and then make it 3rd down and manageable, and that's where they want to be. 3rd down and 3 here from about the 31.
Wildcats widen out their splits.
Here's the snap. 5 calls his own number. He's barreling forward, and a good push there for Trumann as he's up to the 41-yard line, and that's enough for a 1st down for Trumann.
Trumann having some success putting the football on the ground here early, 7:03.
What you fully expected Trumann to do is just handle the football, and they have a lot of misdirection in the backfield that you have to stay at home, and these guys are tough up front in their offensive line. They blow off the football and they can handle some teams. So you got to bow you back and play a little tough defense here.
1st and 10 on their own 41.
Here's the snap. Quarterback going to throw it out wide. It's going to be brought down by Josh Drennan
Good tackle in space there by Drennan.
That's McNair on the reception there for the Wildcats.
Josh has been exceptional at that cornerback position on his coverage, and a big hit there, and he just plays it very well.
6:20 to go. Clock moving here in the first quarter. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
From the 43.
Play clock under 15 seconds. Now under 10.
Might try for a pass here.
Game clock under 6.
Here's the snap, handoff. Boris Davis on the tackle around the 45, and they're going to give him a good spot up to around the 47.
Again, Hayden Schultz, Trumann just doing what they want to do here. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Hounds need a big stop here. You got to have a stunt here or have a push and get back there in the backfield and disrupt some of that timing for the Wildcats.
Ross along with Ridley, and then the 2 go-dares, Jeremiah and Jaden, manning that front here. Got to bow your back here and go get a stop. Here's the snap. Quarterback gets to midfield. Ball looks like it's on the ground. The Hounds picked it up. Hounds got the football.
That's what you got to do, Hayden Schultz. You just got to take the game and take control of the game there defensively and have something good happen for you on a drive, and it does there for the Hounds. Hounds will take over near midfield, just inside the Wildcat territory with 5:04 to go here in the first quarter. We have no score.
Look like B.J. Elston with the strip and the fumble recovery.
Kylan Cried at the bottom. Kendall at the top. Young is the lone back.
Young up the middle, tough running.
Couple of pancake blocks there by the Godare brothers. Put them in the clubhouse, Hayden.
Godare and Ozier.
They're going to get them some McDoubles, baby. Jacob Ozier and
Jeremiah Godare.
4:41 to go. Clock moving here. Play clock down to 20.
Young gets 3, 2nd and 7 now from the 43. The guy's playing 12 yards off from Cright. Fake Braxton up the middle. Has a lot of room as he's going to get inside the 40 to around the 37.
Got to respect that C.J. Young to this side, and gives just enough room for Braxton to get close to a first down. It's going to be 3rd down and short for the Hounds, 3rd and 1.
This is where 3 goes ahead and gets you 1.
And Trumann's coming.
As Young fights off the defender, and he's going to have enough for a first down.
Great second effort there by CJ. Good push by the offensive line there. Pick up a Gold Greenway Equipment Company first down. Brought to you by Greenway Equipment Company in Newport. Check out all their inventory online at goldgreenway.com.
Down to the 31-yard line. Clock continues to roll here on 1st and 10 here for the Hounds.
Bring a couple guys in motion to the bottom of the screen.
Fake Braxton calls his own number. It's Braxton with a stiff arm. And Braxton's going to get down around the 10-yard line. They're going to call a holding there.
Great execution by the Hounds there, and Braxton to pick up what would have been a first down. But we will address the laundry at about the 21-yard line. 3:26 to go. Clock stops as we figure out the penalty here.
And I don't agree with it.
And we would expect nothing less, Hayden Schultz. You can call holding every play. But if you hold and you get caught and they see you, they're going to throw it.
Sometimes they just call it even if they don't see it.
At least it was 10 yards down the field at the first down marker, and they just penalized us back, so it's still 1st and 10 from here. 3:18 clock moving.
That means it doesn't make sense if we already got 10 and we're still holding. Snap. give is to Young. Young, stiff arm. Young hurdles guy inside the 20 to around the 17-yard line.
When in doubt, give it to C.J. Young, Hayden Schultz. 3:03 to go. Clock will continue to roll after we get the chain set down here.
Now what a weapon 3 is in orange.
I've said it before, and I don't know if this is the correct word, but he runs the football with authority. Drennan and Cried at the bottom of the screen. Spearman goes in motion.
Snap. Braxton once again calls his own number. He's inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Gain of around 3 there for the Hounds. 2nd and 7 now.
Alan Carter in there battling with his man, along with the other Greyhound front guys. 2:27 to go. Clock moving here in the first quarter. We have no score.
Hounds got it down to the 14, their last offensive possession. Let's see what happens here. 2nd down and 7.
Hound's going to call a timeout here. Talk about it. 2:04 to go. We have no score.
Well, I want to remind everybody about the first annual Greyhound Classic Golf Scramble, a 3-person scramble. It's going to be Friday, October the 14th. Lunch will be served at 12 o'clock. For more information, you can call Julie at 974-4474. That's Julie Reardon, or you can call Lauren Sampson at 512-8951, a 3-person scramble, and it's a fundraiser for the Newport Greyhound Athletic Department, and it ought to be a fun day. And I assume it's at the Newport Country Club here, correct?
That is correct, David. I put us in.
We're in? Good deal. Did I get to play?
I didn't put us in.
Oh, come on.
I would just assume that you're not any good.
Your assumption, my friend, would be real good.
Not to say that I'm going to just carry us.
Well, let me say this. You would have to carry me.
Second and 7 from the 14.
Both outside receivers, single coverage.
Let's go there. Spearman go in motion. Snap. Give is to Young. Young just barreling this guy inside the 5-yard line, it looks. Should have enough for another Greenway Equipment Company first down.
Matthew Riley out there leading the charge. C.J. Young picking up a good positive there. Hayden said it's a Go Greenway Equipment Company first down.
El Puente Mexican Restaurant, best Mexican food in the world. You can dine in or you can call your order in and drive through. Lunch special daily with excellent service at El Puente. Manuel Fuentes and family.
And Truman's bringing the house. Snap. Braxton. He's going to get down to around the 2-yard line as his helmet comes off. Denton will have to now check in for him.
Minute 20, clock moving here in the first quarter. Still no score.
This drive started when the Hounds picked up the fumble and recovered the fumble.
Near midfield.
So we're about the 47, if I was guessing.
Call it the Trumann 47.
Here's the snap. Give is to Young. Young, no gain on the play. Maybe a loss.
Under a minute to go here in the first quarter.
Now 3rd and goal from the 2.
Hounds knocking on the door here with 45 seconds to go. Clock moving.
Well, you got a couple of chances here to get yourself 2 yards. See what the Hounds do.
Spearman in motion. Here's the snap. Give is to Young. He walks in the end zone. Touchdown, Greyhounds.
Finished the drive there. Covered some real estate. Greyhounds covered some real estate, brought to you by Bratcher Real Estate. You can check out all their listings at BratcherOneRealEstate.com. You see Mary Reed, principal broker at 732 Malcolm at the corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson in Newport to acquire your real estate. Also see Lauren Sampson, Carol Ann Young. Give those gals a call at 870-523-5100. Hounds lining up, going to go for two here with 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Up 6-0.
Here's the snap. They throw it quick to Kendall. Kendall reaches out. 2-point conversion is good. Great awareness there by Kendall.
Just
reaching out over the goal line to get the 2-point.
Great toss and catch there for the Hounds. As Braxton puts it on the money for Kendall, and Kendall stretches for the 2 points. Makes it 8-0 Hounds. We played a quarter, guys.
Well, and we'll got 25 seconds left here in the first quarter, and you do think that, you know, the Hounds were just having a little trouble defensively, and they caused the fumble, and then they got the fumble in Truman's territory and had to drive the football 47, 48 yards, don't know exactly how many, but it was a good drive for the Hounds, and really getting down there in 3rd and 2 and just had a good offensive surge and just, you know, got the touchdown. And the 2-point conversion is always big, big, big. And like Coach Reardon always says, you've only got to get half of them to be like kicking every extra point. So we're one up there, and Trumann will get the ball back. And they had a great drive going offensively last time before they fumbled the football.
Hound defense just made a play. So Andre Rodriguez will tee it up here at the 40.
First Community Bank kickoff.
Where community comes first. 2525 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Give them a call, 870-201-6202.
Rodriguez with a pooch kick as he falls down on and around the 25-yard line.
That's exactly where the Trumann Wildcats will set up shop with 23 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Diaz Scrap Metal Recycling Center, located at 3924 Highway 367 North, buying cars, iron, copper, brass, steel, stainless, electric motors, cans, and much, much more. Give us a call at 523-3858 for more information. Eye Care RX Pharmacy, located at 1117 McLean Street, Newport, locally owned, locally loved. Eric and Katrina Schaffner. Eye Care offering a full-service pharmacy. 870-523-5555. Let us help you be well at Eye Care RX Pharmacy.
1st and 10 from the 25 for Trumann. Here's the snap. Give this to the back, up the middle, and he's going to pick up a tough 3 on the play.
Nothing fancy here from Trumann. A few yards in a cloud of dust as we are under 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Looks like the Wildcats will let the first quarter expire. Hounds up 8-0 over Trumann after 1.
And we've got a word coming up from ASU Newport. We'll be back right after that.
You need a job, a future. So what should you do? Where should you go? At ASU Newport, the answer is just down the road. With 3 campuses tailored to different skill sets, ready to set you soaring with in-demand skills and unlimited earning potential. Our Newport campus features programs in diesel technology, agriculture technology, surgical technology, and more. Start your future now at ASU Newport, your community college.
And we are back. The Hounds with an 8-0 lead as we start the second quarter. And the football game is brought to you by State Farm Insurance agent Andrew Roach. He's ready to help you combine home and auto and save in Newport and Jackson County. You can call 870-495-2024 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Andrew's office located at 3105 Highway 367 North in Newport. White River Health and Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic, board-certified providers offering the latest in orthopedic services, including joint replacement, all kinds of sports medicine, osteoporosis care, robotic-assisted joint replacement also for hips and knees. Appointments can be made by calling 793-2371.
2nd and 7 from the 29. Snap, quarterback looks to throw, throws the quick curl route, but we do have a flag. It might be roughing the passer after the
tack on a penalty against the Hounds.
11:51 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds going the wrong way with the help of a little laundry.
I think in high school football it has to go back to the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure that you do it from where the end of the play occurs, but we'll see. Yeah, they are going to do that.
It's an effort play.
I really thought it was an either or. I mean, you take the penalty or you take the play. Good group of fans from Trumann here tonight. More what a crowd by the Newport Greyhounds once again. Midfield here with the football.
Here's the snap. 2 calls his known number, and he's brought down by B.J. Elston. That's Williams on the carry for the Wildcats.
Elston with a good tackle in space there. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Wildcats. 11:23 clock will roll.
Nothing real fancy about this bunch from Trumann, but boy, they're just well taught, well schooled. Run the offense, don't make a lot of mistakes like they did last time.
2nd and 6 now. Snap. The reverse play makes a guy miss. The Hounds trying to rip the football out, but you got to eventually bring him down. And they're going to whistle him at the 30.
Good second effort there by the young man from Trumann. Put together another 1st down for Trumann. 10:48 clock moving here in the 2nd quarter. Hounds up 8-0. What about a big stop here, Hayden Schultz?
1st and 10 from the 30 here for the Wildcats. Snap, fake, quarterback rolling out. He's going to throw it, and it's going to come up incomplete. He's had a guy open.
Good pressure there from Brendan Curry and Jeremiah Godair.
But I do like the call from Truman's standpoint. Been running the football up in there. Let's see if they could sneak a back out of the backfield. But the quarterback was under a little pressure there and couldn't quite make connection. But I did like the play call.
Yeah, tried to go to Evitt there for Trumann. Well, he's a big fella. It's now 2nd and 10. And not where Trumann wants to be on 2nd down. Here's the snap and the reverse again. As he's going to be met by a host of Hounds and tackled around the 26-yard line.
Brendan Curry, Kylan Crowd, I can see getting up off that pile. Looks like Jeremiah Godair.
Now 3rd down and 6 from the 26.
Maybe Jaden Godair in there also on the tackle. Under 10 to go, 9:56 clock moving. 3rd down and 6 for the Wildcats. Let's see if the Hounds can.
And in 4-down territory, I would think here for Trumann.
Hounds need a big stop here.
Here's the snap. Trying to get outside. They do have a flag as he's going to be brought down, no gain on the play. And it's in the area of holding.
Officiating crew getting together and discussing the penalty.
Hold against Trumann.
Is holding against the Wildcats. That will nullify the positive yards. I guess that's a spot penalty from the spot of the foul.
That's correct.
9:34 to go.
Or do you want to make it 4th and about 5? We're going to take the penalty. I think that's right.
I agree with that as well.
I don't know how many plays that Trumann has in their playbook for a 3rd down at about 12.
Well, it definitely gets them out of the rhythm of what they like to do. So we'll see what they dial up here. 9:34 to go.
You got to watch a guy sneaking out.
Yeah, you got to watch 3 down here at the bottom. Here's the snap and the give, and he's hit it in the backfield. That's B.J. Elston along with Zylan Ross. And a loss to the 36. Now 4th down and long here for Trumann.
Jaden Goder also back there making some noise for that Hound defense with 9:15 to go here in the second quarter.
Do you go or do you quick punt? I mean, it's kind of one of those iffy ones with its 4th down and 16.
I think you have to punt if you're Trumann right here and try to pin Newport back. But we'll see what happens.
Well, first thing you want to do is watch the football. Don't give them anything cheap.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to bring out the punt team, but nevertheless, you can't always just sell on they're just going to punt it to you. That's a good punt there. And it's going to be inside the 15-yard line.
Anytime you can pin somebody down inside the 15, you've done well, that particular possession, and the Trumann Wildcats do just that. Hounds will start at their own 13, their worst starting field position of the night.
But, hey, I'm glad to be pinned back.
That means you didn't give them a score,
That's
man.
exactly right. Defense does their job there. 8:45 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds up 8-0 over Trumann.
For Safe Banking, Merchants and Planners Bank has offices in several locations in northeast and north central Arkansas, including 2 locations right here in Newport, have the latest technologies in the banking industry and providing hometown care and service. You can pay with the debit card now at M&P Bank.
1st and 10, give is to Young. Young up to the 17-yard line. Give him 4 on the play.
Barreling forward is Young with 8:30 to go here in the second quarter.
Well, you just noticed the safety playing real shallow, coming up. He has to be there for run support. They're man up on the outside.
Here's the snap and the quick hitter out to Crott. Comes up incomplete. Now 3rd and 6.
8:16 clock will stop on the incomplete pass. See what the Hounds elect to do here on 3rd down.
Malik Robinson checks in the game for the Hounds.
Kendall at the bottom, right at the top of the screen. Spearman at a wingback.
Here's the snap, and the reverse is not there, and a big loss here for the Hounds. Now the Hounds will have to punt.
Trumann just plays it well there, does their job defensively, forces the Hounds to punt the football away.
And Trumann should get great field position here. They started at their own 14, their own 25, and should start in Greyhound territory here.
Hounds got to call a timeout. They don't have enough men on the field.
7:37 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds lead at 8-0 over the Trumann Wildcats.
Newport Economic Development Commission located at 201 Hazel Street in Newport. Their phone number is 523-1009. You can find links to NEDC, Newport Area Chamber of Commerce, City of Newport, and Jackson County at www.newportarcity.org to find out about jobs and business opportunities. John Chadwell, Julie Allen, Crystal Taylor, Courtney Baker working for you. Proud past, bright future at NEDC. And the Sonic Drive-In. Special happy hour, 2 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Drive by and get you a half-price drink. All at the Sonic of Newport. And they hire a bunch of Newport High School students, and we appreciate Josh and all his crew for taking care of all of us.
4th and 10 here for the Hounds at the 12. And a good snap, and Scrite's going to boom it away here for the Hounds. They're going to get the ball at the 41-yard line.
7:26 to go here in the second quarter as Trumann will take over at the 40.
As both defenses here have done their job.
Yeah, at 8-0, and this will be Trumann's 3rd offensive possessions. The Hounds have had 3 offensive possessions, have a score, and then had another time where they got the football down at the 14-yard line. 1st down and 10 from there, and then couldn't put points on the board. Trumann with a much shorter field to work with here.
Here's the snap, direct snap, right up the middle to the 35-yard line.
Trumann just getting a good push there offensively on that front. 7:13 to go, clock moving.
Nothing fancy by these guys, but I'll tell you what, it's good, solid football.
It's been effective thus far. Hound defense still kept them out of the end zone.
2nd and 3 from the 34.
Need a big play here, Hayden Schultz.
It's going to 1. Here's the snap, and the give is to 1. As he is swallowed up, as the Hounds saw it too. No gain on the play to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Just played perfectly there by the Hound defense. Great job of staying at home and doing your job. Just good situational football and good pursuit by the Hounds with 6:25 to go. Clock moving here in the second quarter.
I think 2's going to call his own number here. That's the senior Williams. It's a direct snap. Trumann will have enough for a first down inside the 25-yard line.
Trumann doing a good job of just picking up yardage when they need to. Matthew Riley checks into the game.
Hounds got to stiffen up here. First down and 10 from the 24.
Here's the snap, and up the middle again to big 22. That's Morgan, another senior for the Wildcats. He gets inside the 18-yard line.
5:15, clock moving.
Got an interview with the Newport High School cheerleading staff. We've interviewed the seniors and talked to the 6 seniors that are on the cheerleading squad and a couple of the sponsors and one of the coaches. And good interview coming up.
2nd and 4 now. It's the snap, 5. Calls his own number.
4:45 to go, clock moving.
He's near the 15. A host of Hounds in on the tackle.
Going to bring up 3rd down and short for the Wildcats.
C.J. Young checks in.
Short 2 here for the Wildcats. Snap. Quarterback. It's going to be brought down around the 10-yard line. And once again, Williams picks up a first down here for Trumann.
Well, you just see white jerseys coming off the football very, very quickly, and you can tell that they're gaining the numbers, gaining an advantage at the line of scrimmage. They can get a first down here inside the 1. First down and 10 from the 11.
Denton checks out. Pollard checks in. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeps it on the ground. So he's brought down around the 5-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Under 3.5 minutes to play here in the first half.
2nd and 4 from the 5. Trumann can get a first down if they get inside the 1. More than likely going to be a score if they do that.
Can the Hound defense hold here? 3:13 now.
Boy, after the first 3 non-conference games, as Coach Reardon wants a timeout, our first 3 non-conference games, it felt like those games took 5 hours, and you look up, we're 3 minutes to go in the half, and it doesn't feel like we've been here that long.
I do know this, when you talk about those non-conference football games, Hayden, listen, I mean, it's been a tough schedule for the Hounds. And this is not any easier playing 4A Trumann because this is a good football team. This is a football team that's going to win some football games throughout the year, and they'll compete for a conference championship. These guys are solid. They're strong. They're well coached, and very disciplined football team. They know exactly what they want to do. They know exactly how they're going to attack us, and they're doing a good job of that. And Coach Reardon just going to try to make an adjustment here, try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Football game is brought to you by White River Area Agency on Aging at 1200 Highway 367 North in Newport. Looking to hire aides, we offer great benefits, providing services including in-home care, meals, nutrition programs, social and recreational programs, wellness programs such as exercise classes and transportation services for seniors. Call 870-523-4982 for more information on White River Area Agency on Aging. And if you're looking for a job, give them a call. Great benefits with White River Area Agency on Aging.
Hounds got to get tough here. I think they're going to big five here. Snap. 2 calls his own number. He reaches out. He's going to be short.
Hound defense picks up a good stop there.
He might have enough for a first down.
We'll see what they do with the spot of the football. It's going to be 3rd down and short for Trumann. Big play in the football game here, Hayden Schultz. 2:40 to go. Trumann yet to score. Hounds have 8.
How about a big fumble?
Yeah, the ball's inside the 2, and they just have to get to the 1 for the first down. I'll take that fumble, Hayden.
Heavy side to the wide side of the field. Snap. That's where he goes. Dives in the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats.
Trumann finishes the drive with 2:21 to go in the first half. Make the score now Newport 8, Trumann 6, as we see what these guys want to do. Will they go for 2 and try to tie this thing up, Hayden?
Yeah, I think so, as Williams gets in the end zone for Trumann.
Been an old-fashioned game of bloody knuckles so far. Trumann will bring 2 guys to the bottom of your screen.
Here's the snap. 5 reaches across, 2-point conversion good. We're all knotted up at 8.
Tie ball game.
What a 41-yard drive. Capped off by a 2-yard run, and nothing fancy on that drive at all. It's just good old Trumann Wildcat football. Been playing that way for the last several years, and they're just excellent in their game plan, as the Newport Greyhounds have been also. And we're tied at 8, so that's what you should expect in a great high school football match where you got 2 equal teams. And just real impressed with our crowd once again tonight. Just a huge crowd for the Greyhounds, and Trumann also with a big crowd coming over, good travel team. Need to play these guys every year. So you got 2:21 to play. I mean, you got a lot of time. You just need pretty good field position right here.
Sophomore Ethan Norris out here on the kickoff return team. BJ Elston, Matthew Riley, Josh Drennan, Noah Curtis, Karan Spearman, Jack Sampson, Jalen Pollard, Jeremiah Godare, Tavares Davis, and Kendall back deep for the Hounds.
High kick. Jack Sampson once again fields it around the 37.
Hey, I like it.
First and 10 Hounds.
Got good hands there. A lot of pressure on you when that ball's in the air. It just kind of feels like an eternity. Call that fair catch. Come down with it. Sampson's been stellar all year. 2:20 to go here in the first half. Well, we've got a tie ball game on our hands, guys. Trumann is what we've expected coming in. We knew these guys were going to want to try to control the clock and put together some methodical drives. Got Cried at the bottom, Kendall at the top. Braxton, your quarterback.
Here's the snap, looks to throw, goes to Kendall. Kendall up to the 45-yard line.
We'll give him 8 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and short for the Hounds.
And Trumann's just really giving you that underneath as the corner's playing 10 to 12 yards off. And once those guys have to bite down eventually, that's when you beat them over the top. Fourth offensive series here for the Hounds. They're trying to go get 6. The give is to Young. Young barrels his way across midfield. How about Dalen Carter with a pancake block there?
It's going to be enough for a Gold Greenway Equipment Company first down there by C.J. Young. And what a pancake block by Carter.
Snap, give is back to Young. Young inside the 45. Hounds going quick here.
I like it.
Trumann's got 12 on the field. They have to call a timeout. I don't know if they did. Got 12 on the field regardless.
Under 2 minutes to go with 1:53 left to play here in the first half. And they will say that Trumann did get the timeout in time to prevent the penalty. I like going quick, Hayden. Kind of changes the pace of things. It can create a little bit of havoc on the other side of the football when you're trying to get some personnel guys in and out. And I think there's a time and place for it, and I like to see it from time to time.
You really got to trust your offensive line, to be in shape, not just physically but mentally, to go that quick. We ran the no huddle when we were in high school. You got to really, really know what you're doing before.
A lot of preparation goes into running that, Hayden. There's no doubt about that.
Also, you have to have a lot of communication as you're getting up there of who's got who and things like that. So
it's not something you just jump out there and start doing, is it?
We'll get the clock situated here. Now 2nd and 8.
We'll roll the clock here.
Is this when you take a shot? I'll throw it out wide to Kendall. Kendall, stiff arm, and he'll be brought down inside to around the 36-yard line.
Trumann just giving the Hounds plenty of cushion there to complete the pass underneath. And, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's going to be enough for a Greenway Equipment Company first down, brought to you by Greenway Equipment Company in Newport. Check them out at goldgreenway.com.
The chains are set and the clock ain't moving. Here's the snap, throw it out wide to Crite. Crite, whoo, what a shifty move.
Great athletic ability there on Crite's part, just making a guy miss and picking up a good positive for the Hounds. Hounds going to go quick again. I love it. 1:26 to go.
Snap, give is to Young. Young bullies his way inside the 30.
He's hitting the hole hard, man. Hounds still going to go quickly. Kendall at the top, Crite at the bottom.
3rd and short. How about right back to Young? Enough for a first down inside the 25.
First down brought to you by Greenway Equipment Company in Newport. GoGreenway.com.
I don't know why the Hounds spiked it. Clock wasn't even going.
1:03 to go here in the first half. Coach Branham will visit with Josh Drennan on the sideline as we bring in a play. Drennan at the bottom, Kendall at the top of your screen. C.J. Young is the back. Crite also at the bottom of the screen. Spearman at the wing back.
Snap. Looks to throw. He's got Kendall wide open in the end zone. How about a touchdown for Isaiah Kendall?
Well, you could see leading up to this play right there, Hayden, the Hounds just kept running that underneath route for success, and eventually, like you said, you're going to get the D-back to bite, and that's what the Hounds did. The little pump fake, and Kendall just fades away to the back pylon for a touchdown, make it 14-8. Greyhounds with under a minute to go, 58 seconds on the clock. Hounds will line up and go for two here.
It took it just a little over a minute to make an answer.
The Hounds started the drive at the 38-yard line as Braxton barrels his way in. 2-point conversion, good.
Hounds up by 8 here, 16-8 over the Wildcats of Trumann with 58 seconds to go in the first half.
Trying to get all of our writing down here. Football game brought to you by C&M Ag Depot at 2900 Highway 367 north of Newport, offering a wide variety of hunting supplies. That's right, hunting season right around the corner. Carhartt clothing, lacrosse boots, Milwaukee and DeWalt power tools. Before you shop out of town, check out our inventory at C&M Ag Depot or give us a call at 523-6766. Fathead Pizza, one word, it's all caps, great pizza, fresh hot sandwiches, and a salad supreme that's second to none. We're looking for that Fathead Pizza hit of the week. George Kell Motor Company, your authorized Chevrolet Buick GMC truck dealer at 523-2792, GeorgeKellMotor.com, and the Auto Show on Channel 8, 6:30 on Saturday mornings, or check us out on Facebook at Cable 15 TV. Hounds with a pretty good answer there, huh, fellas?
Absolutely.
I think you'll see a lot of that in the second half as First Community Bank kickoff as Rodriguez kicks it off. They're going to be at the 36-yard line, and we'll see if Trumann tries to go answer here before the half with under a minute to go.
Trumann will receive the second half kickoff. They elected to defer, won the toss, elected to defer, start the contest.
Guys, I'm going to be honest, I don't think that they try. I think they just run the ball. If they break one free, then you might see something. But I don't think that they're going to spread out wide and try to throw it. Just put yourselves in harm's way as far as an interception.
M&P halftime coming right up. Take a quick break and then be right back to recap it. Then we'll have the interview with the cheerleaders.
1st and 10, and nothing there. How about Tyler Ridley?
Tyler Ridley just refusing to allow the man to cross the line of scrimmage there.
Godare came away with the football. They're going to say after the whistle.
Clock under 40 at 35 seconds and moving.
Mum's the word at Two Chicks Florist and More, and homecoming's coming up next week. The Gift Shop and Garden Center at 1014 Malcolm Avenue, Newport.
Here's the snap. Going to throw it out wide here. How about Denton with a big lick?
Just a great job to come up in space there and make a stop. Just great defensive play there from Pooty.
Just an athlete, guys. Just an athlete.
Playmaker. Game clock under 5 seconds. Trumann will elect to take a timeout. Talk about it. May line up and try to back up and throw one more deep ball. Or
the ball was on the turf, too. That's what I'm saying. You're
gambling. You're rolling the dice. Absolutely.
I get it. You want to get a cheap one, if you will, if you can. But boy, you put yourself when you don't do those things as far as practice and in game-like situations to where you try to go score quick like Trumann. They're based off of getting 3, 4, 5 yards. They're not, and not necessarily that he threw that ball deep. It was a quick out. But when you start doing things that you're not really accustomed to, throwing the football and things like that, that's when things happen like that with a fumble. Luckily, Trumann gets on the football for their sake.
Yeah, how big will that be? A scoop and score here right before half. Just don't get beat deep, guys. Watch the football.
So here's the snap. And Davis had him in the backfield. And still on his feet. They're going to be slung down by Ross to end the half, and that's going to do it. for the first half. Hounds lead 16-8. So we'll take time right now to go to M&P.
Merchants and Planters Bank was founded in 1946 by farmers and business owners because they needed a community bank that knew them and understood their business. A lot has changed since then, but Merchants and Planters Bank is still employee-owned and operated, and we're still committed to knowing and understanding the needs of every customer we serve. Great rates, fast turnarounds, and experienced local bankers ready to work for you. That's why you should choose Merchants and Planters Bank. Stop in any of our 12 locations or contact us at mnpbank.com.
Half 16-8. Hayden, a great. It was just an awesome opportunity for the Hounds to come back and score in less than just a little over a minute. Answered the tie 8-8 score and going up 16-8.
Yeah, and I think the pass game is definitely going to open up here in the second half. Obviously, you want to give the ball to Young when in doubt, but I think if the Hounds can open up that pass game, it'll open so much more for Young in the second half. I look for the Hounds to go a little bit quicker here. Trumann obviously wants to play their slow-paced game. I think overall the Hounds had a really good first half, only allowing 8 to a team that had the ball 4 times this half. So Hounds just got to keep plugging here and go make a big defensive stop here to start the second half.
It'd be a great opportunity to talk about our Newport High School cheerleading, our cheerleading squad, and what all they do and how hard they work. And we've got the girls coming up here in just a little bit, the senior girls. There's 6 seniors on the team, and we'll talk a little bit about competition with those girls. But we wanted to introduce you to Tanya Hagewood and Audra Lovelady, who have a big influence in what's going on with their program. Tell us, first of all, ladies, tell us a little bit about the program, tell us who's in charge, and tell us what y'all's responsibilities are.
My name is Tanya Hagewood, and I am the cheer sponsor.
What's the cheer sponsor do? What responsibilities as being a sponsor?
Well, I'm the employee of the school. I'm
okay.
The nurse at the school, and I kind of do the fundraising part.
Okay.
I take care of the money. I try to organize. I am doing the day-to-day coaching. Okay. So I oversee that the routines, all of that is implemented the way it needs to go. I'm in charge of the formations, making sure they're sharp, loud, on point, doing what they're supposed to do. I kind of handle the day-to-day. But I do it as a volunteer coach.
Right,
so
okay.
On a volunteer basis.
And Tanya, what does she do as far as her responsibilities?
Coach Hagewood, Tanya Hagewood, is our head coach, so she oversees the program for the girls on both squads, on the junior high and the high school.
Let's talk a little bit about what these girls do and the competition and bringing it back. Audra, I talked with you on the phone the other day. It's just amazing how hard these girls have to work. Talk a little bit about the work schedule and the competition that you girls do.
Okay. For us, our tryouts start usually February, March, and then after tryouts, we have just a few weeks off, and then we kind of hit the ground running preparing for our summer camp. And so summer camp also involves a competition. So in this year, our girls brought home second place in large varsity, and that's the first time our girls have placed at a camp in several years. So just getting them back into the competition scene has been a big deal. They started that last year under Keisha Ains, and then we've rolled onto it this year, getting them going again and getting that competition feel. And then we take a little bit of time off around dead weeks, and then we hit the ground running for our day-to-day in just preparing for what we have to do for the season, and which is a lot. So they have to learn all their dances, all their chants, all their stuff that they're going to perform on the week-to-week basis. Then we also have to factor in that we are learning a routine to perform at competitions that we will then take for a state championship run for it. Wow. So, and we actually have that choreography coming up on the 17th, the Saturday of the 17th, and that will be like an all-day learn our routine, what we're going to perfect, that type of stuff. So our girls are doing lots of different activities on the day-to-day, trying to balance what we cheer for at the school level And then what we do on the side is our competitions. And it's a lot, but these girls have been handling it phenomenally.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hours. It's a lot of time spent that people don't realize. You know, people just may think you just show up on Friday night and do a few cheers, but I mean, it's a lot more to it than that. And you girls have to spend a lot of time. Of course, if you're being the school nurse, you have to spend a lot of time with these girls also, and it's time well spent, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, yes. Love all these girls. These girls are doing great.
I think when you look at what they do and how they do it, and those of us who've been around here for a long, long time and look back and historically we see the competition of our girls winning state championships in cheerleading, just like we compete in boys football and basketball and volleyball now. And I mean, we're on a good track as far as Newport High School is concerned. Talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So I came from the days of when you competed within your division. So, you know, we were always AAA, and I have to say we had a phenomenal sponsor that pushed us, and I was lucky enough to be on a back-to-back state championship team. And then Lauren Sampson, who's helping our junior high, came rolling in, and she was a three-peater. So we had 3 state championships, boom, boom, boom. Our girls are at a little bit different level, so the way that the state does it now is that we compete 3A, 4A. So we are competing with not only 3A schools, 4A schools, and there's not really a limit on the size of the squad. So our squad has grown. That was one thing that we saw last year needed to happen. So our girls went from 9 to 10 girls to now we have 16.
Wow.
So we've grown into the division that we're trying to perform at, because we're performing at the game day level. You need to feel that floor, and you need to be having a lot of movement, a lot of loudness, a lot of action going on, and we needed large numbers. So that was step one, and we fulfilled that on both squads, on the junior high and the high school. So it is just a different feel this year, having more girls out there, and I love it because I love the girls being involved in it. We're able to do more with having more bodies, and then like if somebody were to get hurt, you know, God forbid, we don't, you know, we're not just kind of cut out with our legs out from under us on what are we going to do. So there are some things that we can work with by having bigger numbers. So that's been a blessing to have the numbers there. So we'll see. We'll start shaping up in our season. We'll start competitions at the end, right at the beginning of November.
November 5th is our first competition.
Wow.
And then our state, we'll do at least 3 competitions preparing. And the neat thing about that is you get feedback from the judges. So you come back, you kind of rework a routine, like where you need to fix what the judges may or may not have liked. And then you take it to the next competition, you try to go even better. And so those are really just kind of runs before you go for your state title. So, and then state title is mid-December. So.
Well, it's awesome. We're going to meet these senior cheerleaders. There are 6 of those girls, and the number is 16. I mean, so 10 underclassmen. It's just. And we have one final thought. Audrey, give us your final thoughts.
We're just, I think, first of all, I want to say thank you to Tanya, because she really handles both squads, sponsor-wise. She's a huge job. So thank you. You're doing an amazing job. But I want to say these girls are working their tail off, and we're just so blessed to be able to work with them. I feel like I've learned so much, and I love seeing the enthusiasm come back into the cheer program. And so it's great. Not only are we seeing it at the upper classes, we're seeing it at the lower level. And Pee Wee has always been a big program too, and shout out to Pee Wee because that's huge in making this program run. So.
Ladies, appreciate y'all taking time to join us, and Tanya could not be with us today, but anyway, we thank all of y'all for what y'all do and the love that you have not only for our school but our kids, and look forward to meeting these seniors coming right up. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Well, as advertised, we're going to visit with our senior cheerleaders at Newport High School and find out a little bit about them, and we have 2 of several that we're going to talk to. First of all, ladies, introduce yourselves.
I'm Emily Jackson. I'm JC Tarwater.
Good to see you, girls. Welcome to the program. First of all, Emily, tell us a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about wanting to be a cheerleader, and tell us a little bit about you.
I've done cheer since I was in Pee Wee, and I just like seeing all the high school cheerleaders when I was younger, and it made me want to be out there on Friday nights and cheer and stuff.
JC?
I've been cheering since I was in 9th grade, and whenever I moved here, I noticed like how peppy everyone was, and I just wanted to break out of my shell, so that's what made me join cheer.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, let's get right into it. I mean, we talk about more than being just a cheerleading squad or being there on Friday night. We're a competitive group. Talk about the competitive end of it and what all that entails and what you girls have to do on a daily basis when you work. Either one.
Well, this Saturday we have a practice from 9 to 4 working on choreography for our competitions, and we usually have practices on weekends because we can't get it in on the weekdays, and we do like 2 hours and work on our routines, and after every competition we usually rework the routine every single time. So
JC, I would assume that you girls have to spend a lot of hours. How many hours a week do you think that you have to spend being a cheerleader for Newport High School? I know you do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I mean, you've already told me you
like
do.
an hour in the morning and then like 2 hours in the afternoon.
Wow. Yeah. And then some Saturday stuff for competition. Let me just ask you girls some questions about, tell me what you like to do in school. What's your favorite subject in school?
I like history, so right now civics is my favorite subject.
Why history? What do you like about history?
It's just interesting to me.
Favorite subject?
Any kind of science related, anything. I like getting down and dirty and
Really?
Experiments.
That is awesome. We talk a lot about our cheerleading, and again, our cheerleading squad is a lot more than just a cheerleading squad. We do these competitions that we talked about, but tell me about plans after high school. What's the plan for you, Emily? What do you plan on doing?
I plan on going to UCA and being in their physical therapy program.
Oh, it's awesome. So then you've kind of got a plan after college after you get into that, correct?
Yes, sir.
What about you, JC?
I also plan on attending UCA, and I want to be a dental hygienist in their program.
Girls, thank y'all so very much, but we always have this one final question that I ask the guys all the time, and y'all already told me your answers that I wasn't too crazy about, but cinnamon roll or wacky cake?
Wacky cake.
Cinnamon roll or wacky cake?
Wacky cake.
We got more cheerleaders coming right up. Our interviews with the Newport High School cheerleaders continue, and ladies, introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Macy Fowles.
And I'm Maylee Fields.
All right, girls, we're going to talk a little bit about cheering. We're going to find out a little bit about you, just like we did the other girls, and this interview is going to flow right through just like we've done it all our lives. Tell me a little bit about cheering and when you got to be a cheerleader, how long you've cheered, and what you really like about cheering.
This is my first year cheering, and for the past 2 years, I was the mascot.
Tell me a little bit about being the mascot and why you go from mascot to cheerleading.
It was really hot every single game. Even in the cold games, I was still sweating. I was sweating. Y'all weren't sweating.
So what you're saying is it's not easier to be a cheerleader. I know that because a lot of time that you put in. We've already established that. Tell me about you. Tell me a little bit about cheerleading. How long you been cheering, and we'll go from there.
I've been cheering since I was in 6th grade.
Wow.
And I started cheering at Newport when I was in 10th grade. So I really like cheering. My favorite thing about cheering is competition, but I really like the Friday nights because I love the crowd, and I love band dances because I like making facials.
I guess you look into competition. We talked about the competition. Why, when you know you have to work so hard, why do you want to be a part of that, the competition part?
Because it gives you something to work towards.
Absolutely.
It gives you a goal, an end goal, and the end goal is the first place trophy.
Always.
And winning state and getting a banner in the field house.
I love it. I love it.
There's nothing like the feeling of winning. Like at camp, we won 2nd place, and it just feels like unreal because when you're practicing, you don't feel like you're putting in all that much work because you're having fun while you're practicing.
Favorite subject in school?
AP Lit.
Why?
I like English.
Good. Favorite subject?
This is going to sound ridiculous, but I love math. Math is my favorite subject. I'm so good at it.
Well, and that's a reason to enjoy it. And I mean, math is one of those things that's a process type class, and you've got to follow the process. And I enjoy the mental math, but I'm not real good at it. But what do you plan on doing after you get out of high school and cheerleading may or may not be over? Where you have a plan? What's the plan?
We both actually want to go to University of Arkansas Little Rock, and I want to go into not typical nursing. I want to be a labor and delivery nurse.
Wow, awesome. And you?
I want to get a degree in business communications and then go to law school.
Man, that is fantastic on both of, those career choices that you make. And I know you girls work very, very hard at what you do, being a cheerleader. And again, it's much more than being just a cheerleader. It's a competition. We strive to be a state champion, just like the football team does, the band does, the girls basketball team, volleyball. We try to be a state champion also. Biggest question of the interview: wacky cake or cinnamon roll?
Wacky cake.
Wacky cake.
Thanks, ladies. We appreciate y'all so much. And as always,
Go Hounds!
okay, and our final two senior cheerleaders for the Newport Greyhounds. Ladies, introduce yourselves, please.
Hi, I'm Raquel Johnson.
Hi, my name is Mia Morgan.
All right, ladies, y'all know the scoop right here. We're going to ask you a lot of these difficult questions that have to do with the world history and things like that, and the economics of the community. And
Failed already.
Tell me a little bit about you. Tell me a little bit about why you got into cheerleading.
I got into cheer because I've seen all my friends doing it. I started in the 6th grade and I've been doing it ever since. So, yeah.
I started cheering in the 4th grade. My cheerleading coach was Miss Haley Ozier, and I enjoyed it, and then I stopped. Last year I didn't do it, and then I came back this year for my senior year.
Talk a little bit about competition versus the cheering part, because people see you girls every Friday night. They see you on the sidelines. We see you cheering for the team, and we know that you're excited about the team. But there's a lot more to this. That's what this whole interview is about. Talk a little bit about the competition and what that means to you.
I just want to win. It makes me, your nerves rush when you're out there, but like, it's a lot of fun. When you're dancing in front of the stands, it's a lot of fun, and it's just like you're owning it, and you're trying to win that state. You're trying to go to state, and it's just so fun. It's totally different from game days, even though game days are my favorite, but competition, I love it.
Competition is fun. I've never did it, but I've watched a couple of videos of them doing competition, and it just seems fun and a good experience. But right now my favorite is Friday night.
Friday night's always kind of favorite, and there's no doubt when you get to, not only, you're not just cheering for your team, you're cheering for yourselves, you're cheering for your family, you're cheering for a lot of folks. And I know that it takes a lot of work, and you girls put in a lot of work to try to be good, not just for competition, but for Friday night. And historically, you girls are following in big footsteps, because our cheerleading program has been a great one for many, many years.
Yes.
And we've obviously reestablished what we're trying to do from a competition standpoint. But tell me about the school and going to school at Newport High School. What do you like about it? What's your favorite subject? Tell me a little bit about Newport High School.
I love going to Newport. It's a good environment. I love the coaches. It's just like, it's just fun all around. Like, it's just a very good environment.
What's fun about Newport, Arkansas, not only cheering, but going to school here? What's fun about that?
It's really fun this year now that I'm a senior, and we have new coaches and a new environment, new teachers. So I feel like it'll be all new this year and more fun.
There you go. And then after high school, what are the plans for you girls? What do you plan on doing?
I plan on attending UCA and becoming a nurse, or going to a cosmetology school to do lashes.
Awesome.
I plan to go to U of A and become a surgeon, a heart surgeon.
Wow, that is awesome. Both of those are awesome. It's amazing when you talk with people that are seniors in high school, and they know what they want to do, and they know the direction that they want to go, and they really have life choices out there in front of them. That's awesome on both of y'all's part. Thank you, girls. We got to ask you this before we go. You got to answer the question. I always ask the guys this: wacky cake or cinnamon roll, your favorite?
Wacky cake.
Neither.
Neither one. If you had to vote for one, which one would you vote for?
Cinnamon.
Oh, a cinnamon roll. I'm making a comeback here. Thanks, girls. We appreciate it.
And we're here with a couple minutes to spare until the second half action. Hounds lead 16-8 like you heard before we left. The Hounds offensively got to get some things going, but coming out defensively to start this second half, I think you got to set the tone early. Don't let those guys just keep running the football and keeping it away from you. But nonetheless, the Hounds have had 4 opportunities to score and going 50% in those opportunities and lead 16-8. So Hounds got to just put some drives together, and defensively, I thought that they played very, very well the first half. You know, and Trumann gets good field position and just drives it down, a 43-yard drive, I believe. So Hounds just bow their backs here defensively, get a big stop early, and then let the Hound offense go to work.
Well, we'll have Abel Robinson back in the lineup in the second half, and hopefully, and then he'll be able to spell some guys. But interesting to see. I mean, this Trumann football team is a quality, real good football team. And then the Hounds got just a little, on their touchdown, their second touchdown, looked like that Kendall was going to come across the middle, and he just cut the outside and was wide open, and Braxton hit him on just, what was a simple route and a simple toss and catch. But we've got them outmanned out on those on the perimeters on either side. So we'll see what happens here in the second half, what Coach Tim Branham's got lined up. But defense, once again, stellar in the first half. Just stellar again.
Absolutely, and I think that we played really good defense throughout the year this far. So Hounds keep it up as far as defense and keep getting that pressure. It looks like Trumann's, won some of the battles in the trenches, though. And hadn't really seen that thus far for the Hounds, having to do handle a little adversity on the offensive and defensive line, because Trumann's got some guys over there too, and then you throw in with the big backs. They're not very fancy or flashy with the football. You kind of know what they're going to do. They're in between the tackles. Every once in a while they'll throw a little sweep out there, a quarterback keep. So you know what they're going to do, and you prepare for it. But like we said earlier before the broadcast started, these guys, they just want to hold the football. They don't want to give you the football, and they want to pick up 3, 4, 5 yards a carry. They don't want the big plays. They want to just extend drives. They want those 16, 17-yard drives to go get 6. That's what they want to do.
Yeah, and they're doing exactly what they want to do. I mean, they're in the football game right here. They're scoring a 2-point conversion away, and they're getting the football right here. And they have great confidence that they can move the football. Football game brought to you by M&P Insurance Services, dedicated to being your one-stop shop for all things insurance. Our local agents work with numerous insurance companies to be able to provide you with the absolute best coverage at rates that meet your budget. Let us provide you and your family with affordable auto, home, life, and health insurance. Give us a call at 870-523-6771 or come see us at the corner of 4th and Laurel Streets in Newport, Arkansas. Isn't that right, Hayden Schultz?
Absolutely. Come see us.
Farmers Tire Mart, where the rubber meets the road at 1501 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. If you need tires for your car, your truck, your lawnmower, your bicycle, whatever the case, we really don't do bicycle tires, but your ATV, if you need tires.
I bet they can get bicycle.
They've got bicycle inner tubes.
Well, let's get it.
I've seen them fixing bicycle tires.
Farmers Tire Mart, where the rubber meets the road, and I don't care what kind of tire you got, they could probably take care of you. The Bain family, we appreciate them so very, very much. Farmers Tire Mart, on the web at farmerstiremart.com.
First Community Bank kickoff brought to you by First Community Bank of Newport, where community comes first.
Rodriguez to kick it off. Going to be fielded around the 24-yard line. Trumann setting up a return. There's a big lick there with Jalen Pollard. Put him in the clubhouse there, David.
Watch Pollard come down there on that kickoff. He kind of sheds his blocker and does a good job to get separation and track down the football and make a stop there for the Hounds. With 11:53 to go, Hounds lead at 16-8 over Trumann. Trumann will set up shop near the 35-yard line in their own territory.
How often is your front four for your defensive line brothers? You got the 2 in the middle brothers and the 2 outside guys are brothers.
That's awesome, isn't it? That won't happen very often.
The Bash brothers and the Crash brothers, Hayden.
There you go. 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Give his to 5 right up the middle. Give him to the 38. Give him 3 on the play. B.J. Elston in on the tackle. along with 75 Abel. That was Evitt on the carry for the Wildcats.
11.5 to go here in the third quarter.
Homecoming is coming week, guys.
Homecoming 63.
Offsides play. Looks like the Hounds might have flinched.
Well,
I don't know if they got in the neutral zone.
Bringing a lot of pressure there, and it's just a smart move by those guys. Hounds just couldn't resist. Still going to be short of a first down. It's going to be 2nd down and 1, maybe 2.
From the 44, they need to get to the 45. As here's the snap. And big Ridley on the tackle. Once again, Evitt sticks his head down for the Wildcats and gets a first down.
Norman Baker Pharmacy at 2200 Malcolm Avenue, Mary Davis and crew, making filling your prescriptions convenient by using a drive-through window. We also file insurance and medical drug reports. You get true quality service from friendly, caring professionals at 523-9472. Norman Baker Pharmacy, supporting the Newport Greyhounds.
.40 to go. Hounds jump offside, maybe.
Seventh grade Pups win last night 20-6. Junior Pups win to go 4-0, 33-0 in Pee Wee football on Saturday morning. It's a fun-filled week of football at Newport.
I think they play Harrisburg, I believe, tomorrow. Starts at 10 o'clock. Come out and support the future Hounds.
Been a lot of Saturday mornings out here.
1st and 5 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback keep. That's Williams as he gets inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. Another 2nd and short after the Hounds jump off sides early.
.54 clock moving here in the third quarter. Hounds up 16-8 over Trumann.
Here's the snap. Williams nowhere to go.
Jeremiah Godare just plays it well there from a defensive end position, crashing down, keeping the outside contained and forcing the back towards the middle.
3rd and 1 now here for Trumann.
From the 43, and this is getting interesting here, guys.
Watch the football. They've kind of changed the snap count up a little bit, and that's kind of tipping your hat to those guys up front. Try to get yourself as much advantage as you can when you got guys like Tyler Ridley and Abel Robinson, the Godare brothers up front.
Here's the snap. That's 5. Calls his own number again. That's Evitt. And they'll have enough for a first down. Inside the 40. We're going to mark him near the 38-yard line. So Trumann, halftime adjustments look to remain the same.
Sam's Diner open 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, for breakfast and lunch in downtown Newport, offering delicious plate lunches and orders from the menu. Sam's Diner, 2nd Street, Newport.
Here's the snap and the handoff back underneath. Nowhere to go as Big Abel swallows him up. And no gain on the play.
Abel just denying the young man from Trumann there anything.
Before you build that fence, make sure you have the accurate boundaries. Kenny Fletcher can fix you up. Call Fletcher Land Surveying, flood level certifications, pivot system, and for real estate closing needs at 523-5625. Go Hounds from Fletcher Land Surveying. Delta Trailer Manufacturing, over 50 years in the business, celebrating big time out there in their 51st year. Dale and Mary Eves, Amy and Todd Norris, 523-8941. Go Hounds from Delta Trailer Manufacturing.
Here's the snap. And 5 barrels his way inside the 30-yard line. Once again, Evatt, a load to bring down for the Wildcats. Now a 3rd down and short, yet again for Trumann. Direct snap to the tailback, and they'll have enough for a 1st down, and that's Gavin Morgan for Trumann. Oh, Williams along with Evatt Morgan. Kind of their 3 studs in the stable, if you will.
Nearing the halfway point of the quarter, and that's what these guys do best. Make 1st downs, move the clock, put points on the board. Need a big stop.
All starts on 1st down, David. You got to get them out of rhythm. Williams cuts back, now going outside, and he's still on his feet. B.J. Elston brings him down, but we do have a flag on the play.
Late flag, we'll see what that is.
Flag's near 11. That's where he was tackled. A block in the back. Still keep it 1st down here from the 22. So 1st and 9 now.
.6:15 to go. Clock moving here in the 3rd quarter. Hounds up by 8. Score of 16-8 over Trumann. Play clock under 10.
Here's the snap and the end around again. There's not much there.
Alan Cripe along with Jeremiah Godare and Tavares Davis in on the stop for the Hounds.
They give it to Whitman. Now 2nd and 8. On 2nd and 8, here's the snap. Williams again. And then brought down by Elston around the 15-yard line. Third and a couple here. When Williams comes out and 5's in at the quarterback position, you would think they're just going to give it to Evatt. That's what they do. As Evatt's brought down from behind by Big Abel. Looks like the ball's on the ground, though. Hounds have the football. Try to mark this up. Hound football.
Huge stop for the Hound defense there. It's just what you got to do. Trumann is putting together a methodical drive as they've been doing all night, and you just got to find a way, Hayden Schultz, to knock that football loose and come away with the ball. There's huge stop for the Greyhound defense here with 5:10 to go.
Guys, I'll be honest with you. I did not see the fumble. I saw Big Abel throw a club in there as the guy was running by him, and I think that Abel puts the ball on the ground, and Tavares Davis picks it up for the Hounds. That's huge here for the Hound offense. 1st and 10 from the 15. How about Young? As Young refuses to go down. Give him a tough one on the play. 2nd and 9 now for the Hounds. There's the snap. Braxton looks to throw. He's going to throw it up to Kendall. Kendall goes up to get it just through his hands. We do have a late flag here. So we'll try to sort out the flag. It's a personal foul against Trumann. Had been something that we couldn't see underneath. Late, I didn't see anything during the play.
Unity Health Newport, your local community health care provider with inpatient and outpatient care. We believe in the power of people and create great care. We work hard every day to be a place of healing, caring, and connection for patients and families in the community we call home. Newport, Arkansas, Unity Health says, go Hounds.
The Hounds with a huge, huge break there. Had Kendall open for a brief second and just couldn't come up with it. Goes up to the 31 now here for the Hounds, and I like to think we're going to take another shot. Hounds have had success in the air. Here's the snap. Braxton with the quarterback design run up to the 34. Give him 3, 2nd and 7 now here for the Hounds. Thought the Hounds would go a little bit quicker like they did to end the half, and they don't. Second and 7 from the 34. Snap. Looks to throw. Braxton under pressure. Ball on the ground. And we'll see who covered the football. As Trumann signaling their football. Trumann football.
Some backside pressure there that forced the ball loose from Braxton. And Trumann answers back with another big defensive stop and a turnover there with 3:33 to go. Now Trumann knocking on the door.
Well, the Hounds just got a big break recovering a football from Trumann, and now they give it right back to these guys. Trying to roll to his left, just had it knocked out of his hands. And there was a guy from Newport, a guy from Trumann, and the guy from Trumann just got the lucky bounce.
3:33 to go here in the third quarter.
Hounds got to call a timeout here.
Sent a guy in late, couldn't get him in there in time enough. We'll have to burn a timeout with 3:33 to go. Reminder, the ball game is brought to you by the City of Newport. The Newport Recycling Center, located at 316 3rd Street, Newport, specializing in recycling all types of metals, electronics, glass. We offer a paper shredder for your needs. Available hours are 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. For more information on the Recycling Center in the City of Newport, visit our website at newportarcity.org or give them a call at 217-070070. It's 217-0070. Dr. Gavin McDowell at Customized Vision Care. Beautiful new location at 1920 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Our friendly, caring staff offering personal dynamic optometric practice on the cutting edge of treatment and technology. For all your eye care needs, make an appointment by calling 523-3333. Like our Facebook page at Customized Vision Care of Newport. Greyhound boosters include Dr. Kelly McKinney, very friendly staff, very knowledgeable, great for young ones. You'll enjoy going to the dentist at Dr. McKinney's right here in Newport.
Now 1st and 10 here for Trumann in the red zone at the 18. Here's the snap, and will end around inside the 20.
Played well there by Elston and Spearman.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
3:15 to go. Clock moving here in the third quarter. Hounds up 16-8 over Trumann. I hear Miss Clark.
I heard her.
Miss Iris Clark.
On 2nd down, how about go there?
Just a great job of just tackling out there, a guy in space. You just bring him to the turf, and that's just played to perfection there by Jeremiah Godare. 2:37 to go, clock moving here in the third quarter. It's going to be 3rd down and 11 for the Wildcats.
Big 3rd down here. It's back-to-back fumbles. One for Trumann, one for the Hounds. And now 3rd down and 11 for the Wildcats. As they're going to jump off sides, it's going to be a false start against Trumann. That's not what they want. Now 3rd and 16.
Mark Manning, Shelter Insurance, Auto, Home, Life, Business Renters. We're your shield, we're your shelter, located at 1400 Malcolm Avenue, 523-6514.
There's a timeout here for Trumann.
That'll give us time to talk about Howard's Glass. Rick Bass, continuing on the great tradition of Howard's Glass Company in Newport, 523-3771. Quality glass repair, plexiglass, windows, mirrors, storefronts, shower doors, picture frames. We do replacement or repairs, carrying on the great Howard's Glass tradition. Fast, friendly, and affordable service at Howard's Glass Company. Lou Allen Family and Company for accounting services, tax preparation and planning, management, consulting services, and payroll. Representing 3 generations of Greyhounds, located at 407 Walnut Street. Call us at 523-6764. Doyle Family Farms, saluting the Newport Greyhounds. The Doyle family is extremely involved in our Greyhound programs from Pee Wee to senior high hounds. Go Hounds from the Doyle Family Farms. And the Churchman Building Center, more than just a building center. Ace Hardware. Hey, let me tell you what, paint, carpet to go along with everything you need for building projects, from minor repairs to major renovations. Think Ace is the place, the Churchman family on Highway 367 North in Newport.
2:02 to go here in the third quarter. It's 3rd and long for the Wildcats.
Does Trumann go in the air, or they just try to pick up a few yards on the ground? Snap, throw out the little bubble screen. Not a whole lot there. It's back to the original line of scrimmage. Now 4th down and about 10.
Played exceptional there by the Hound secondary. Who else but number 4, Josh Drennan there to make the stop for the Hounds. 1:45 to go. Clock moving here in the third quarter. 4th down and 10 for the Wildcats.
Big 4th down here for both teams.
Have to get it to the 8.
Play clock under 10 seconds. Game clock down to 1:20. Now play clock under 5.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looks to throw. Under pressure, has nowhere to go. Tries to get outside. And he's going to dive out in the end zone. That's got to, they're going to mark him out short. And that was the best case scenario for Trumann, because if they don't, it's a touchback.
Hounds got held in the secondary then. Coach Reardon is arguing his case. Boy, he got held and he prevented our defensive back from getting over there. So they're discussing down there where to mark the ball, and did it maybe possibly go out of the end zone. They're going to mark it down at the 2-yard line after the discussion. So it could have been disastrous.
Minute 6 to play here in the third quarter.
And first down and goal. They converted on fourth down and 10. They did what they had to do. They're going to try to tie this thing up. Ball at the 2, as Ben said.
Evan calls his own number, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcat.
Only an 18-yard drive. After the fumble by the Greyhounds. And to say that these are big points coming up would be an understatement.
Here's the snap. Williams getting outside. Two-point conversion is good. And they knot it up here 16-all with 1:03 to go in the third quarter.
Been a game of just bloody knuckles up to this point, guys. Trumann has answered consecutively to the Hounds. As Hayden said, we're all tied up at 16.
Newport Food Mart, the Shell Station, the best crispy, crunchy chicken from Ali at 1020 Highway 367 North in Newport, right in front of our building at Cable 15 TV. And the absolute best fried chicken in the world, I'm telling you. The Newport Food Mart, the Shell Station. And Lonnie Hahn, the pest detective. We talked about him last week. Folks, if you're not with Lonnie Hahn, you're paying too much for your pest services. When you're looking for termite or pest control, give Lonnie a call at 503-1800. He will save you hundreds of dollars on what you're paying right now.
They're going to try to kick it deep as Kendall's going to pick it up. Kendall makes a guy miss. Kendall, foot race, 40, 30, 20. Goodbye, Isaiah Kendall, and that's why you don't kick it to him, folks.
That's exactly why you don't kick him the football, because he has the chance every time he touches the football to go the distance. Kendall with a great return there, puts the Hounds on top again, 22-16 as we await the point after attempt.
I have him at 70. That sound about right?
He's actually inside the 30 from where
a little more than 70, probably about 75.
Let's give him 75 until further notice.
Huge answer, guys. Huge answer for the Hounds there. Just a tone setter for the football game.
Took the Hounds.
Minute 3 on the clock when we started.
10 seconds.
Yeah, there's 53 seconds left, so it was a 10-second return.
This is huge here, as always. Each of these plays are.
2-point conversion. I think Young got in.
They say he did not, Hayden Schultz.
Hounds remain on top 22-16 here.
It's going to come back down to a big play on defense. You just got to create a turnover and get these guys out of the rhythm of doing what they want to do by controlling the clock and
guys,
make them throw the football.
I'm going to be honest with you. This is probably why I'm not coaching anywhere, but I'd onside kick. I wouldn't kick it to where they have to go 70. I'd give us a chance to get the football and only make them have to go 45, 50 yards.
No response from your cohorts there, huh?
Yeah, no, nothing from y'all.
Well,
I don't disagree or agree.
I don't know that I just wouldn't want to make them go 99 yards.
I just hope you get a fumble. Or
I'm just saying an aspect of the further you pin them deep, the longer that they could potentially run out clock. I'm a gambler. I like to get on that offensive side of the ball. I want to score 40 if I can.
First Community Bank kickoff coming right up, and here we go.
So Rodriguez kicks it deep inside the 25-yard line. Just tries to go outside and is losing ground and now cuts back. Jack Sampson there to bring him down around the 36.
Sampson was there initially and missed the tackle and does a great job of recovering and coming back and making the stop there for the Hounds with 43 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Hounds up 22-16.
Temp Pro, the Laster brothers, Sam, Junior John, ready to help you with all your heating and air conditioning services. It's about time to get that heater checked out before winter sets in. Give Sam a call at 501-827-3213 to keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Temp Pro.
You can count on the Laster brothers.
On 1st and 10. Dive play, tripped up in the backfield.
Cable 15 TV and the Greyhound family want to say thank you to Connie Waters and her family for the ongoing support of our youth, our schools, and our community. You are appreciated by all of us in the community, especially here at Cable 15 TV.
Gain of 1, if any, on the play. 2nd and 9 now. Called just over the 35-yard line.
Have to run a play right here. The 25-second clock or the game clock. Play clock is 1 second more.
Here's the snap. 5 direct snap again.
Not much there. It's a host of Hounds in on the tackle. After 3, Hounds up 22-16.
And another word from ASU Newport.
It's time to roll with a degree in diesel technology from ASU Newport. Diesel trucks drive America's economy, and if you can fix it, you can start your career as a diesel technician. Diesel techs are in demand locally and nationwide, making good money with growth opportunity and job security. Enroll in an ASU Newport diesel technology program and start your rewarding career when you graduate. Register online at asun.edu. That's asun.edu. Enroll and start out at ASU Newport.
Great work by Anthony May, and always great work by our cameraman, Big Josh Nation.
Nate Boogie Woogie Choo Choo Train.
And more importantly than anything else, regardless if you're filming your game, I appreciate your service to our country, my friend.
Absolutely. Josh Nation, a 3-time overseas veteran, combat veteran. Without guys like him, we couldn't do what we do each and every day.
Me and Josh are arguing right now, so I'm not saying anything about it.
I haven't had a difference of opinion over maybe a style of offense against one of our opponents, but we'll soon to find out, guys.
Absolutely. Y'all are discussing football, high school football
on Friday night. Is there anything else?
We got 12 more minutes to decide a winner here.
Hounds have never trailed in the game.
On the 3rd down and long here for Trumann. Here's the snap. How about Williams? He's going to be short of the 1st down, and now does Trumann try?
I think you go.
You got to go for it here, guys.
I think the first thing you do is you go long count, try to pull them all sides, and these guys have shown that. I mean, we have very few tackles for losses tonight. They're usually moving the football forward. It's a style of offense. It's very hard to defend. It's very hard to find out who has the football.
Just takes so long for the play to develop. It's kind of
4th and 2 from the 43. And the Hounds want a timeout here.
And that's probably a good one. That's probably a good one. Coach Brian Reardon want to make sure that he's got the right defense called, make sure he's got the right personnel in the game. You know, and that gives Trumann a little time to think, you know, do you kind of get them out of their rhythm, or are they over there thinking, maybe they're pretty confident we're going to run it right over here. Maybe we just need to back up and throw one about a 10-yard out. And
I don't think any way that Trumann goes and throws the football here.
No, they're going to put the football on the ground. They're going to direct snap it probably to number 5 or the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, 2, 5, and 22. Been the workhorses here for Trumann.
And it's so hard to do when you don't know the snap count. David, we've talked about that a lot. The offense has such an advantage because you know the snap count. And if you move early from a defensive standpoint, you give those guys a cheap one. But at the same time, you want to get enough penetration to not give them that extra push to move the ball forward. So tough to defend nonetheless. 11:24 to go. Big fourth down in the football game.
Hounds with some meat in the middle now. Here's a snap. Williams. He gets across the 45 and has the first down.
$11:20 to go. Trumann does convert on the fourth down and short.
Bank of England Mortgage Company. See Kenny Thaxton or Cheryl Smart Looper for home loans and refinancing options. Check out the refinancing rates by calling our office at 495-3931 or Kenny Sell at 501-590-3346. Go Hounds from the class of 1990 Greyhound lending team.
Here's the snap, trying to get outside. How about Kylan Crott? Smothers him.
That's the second time the Hounds have done that tonight, where they had a little extracurricular activity after the play, and it didn't cost them either time. But those are the ones that can be daggers to you.
Well, it's just an effort play. You're just doing your best to bring what you got. You just made a great play defensively. You're trying to bring the guy down, but they blow the whistle, and you just got to do your best to stop. And that's what the Hounds did. We did not get a penalty. So
And Trumann has done real well of taking that football and getting hit and moving forward and keep grinding and keep moving ahead. Play to the whistle.
Play to the whistle. 10:05 clock moving here in the fourth quarter.
Here's the snap. Go up the middle. Not a whole lot there for Trumann.
Big Abel.
Hounds got some big guys up front. And some mean guys on the end.
Tough as boot leather.
That's the Go Dare boys.
They just bring everything. They've got every ounce of energy in them every Friday night. I love to watch them play.
Big third down and 9 here.
9.5 to go, clock moving.
Here's the snap. Quarterback rolling out, looking to throw. Dumps it off and comes up incomplete. Now 4th and 9 here.
4th and long for the Wildcats. They try to put the football in the air and they cannot convert.
Do you go here?
I think you got to punt. He sends the offense back out there. Yeah, they're going to go.
I think you punt here. I'm punting here. But again, I'm in the booth broadcasting, and I'm not down there coaching. It's easy to speculate from up here, but I still say that it's going to be a punt. I think they're going to long count, do a quick punt. These Hounds will drop Kylan Crott deep.
How about that? How about go there? Gets the football inside the 35.
All effort there by Jeremiah Godare to get there. Just a kind of a hobbled snap. The punter just couldn't hold on to it, and Godare gets there and just falls on the football for a turnover on downs. Man, what a play. That's the break the Hounds needed. Now you gotta take the football and you gotta be smart with it. Take your time. Don't get in any big rush. Don't do anything crazy or fancy. And get some points on the board.
Well,
right
you go
here,
get 6 right here, and you got to make those guys score a little bit faster because then it'd be a 2-possession game. So here's the snap. Braxton calls his own number. How about Matthew Riley getting after his guy?
He gets after folks, does he not?
He sure does.
Good kid, too.
8:54 clock moving here in the fourth quarter. Hounds up 22-16.
When we had his group, at the station for the Sports Unleashed program, we said, who's the talker in this bunch? And Matthew said, well, that's me. That's me. I'm the talker. I'm the one that's going to do all the talking here.
Great young man.
2nd and 3 now.
8:35 to go. Clock moving.
Snap. How about Young? Young breaks a tackle. Young inside the 15-yard line. Another Greenway Equipment Company first down.
Everything going in favor of the Hounds now. Kendall at the top of the screen will draw single coverage. Cried at the bottom.
Just give it to Young. Young refuses to go down inside the 5.
C.J. Young running the football with authority, guys. 8:08 to go, clock moving.
And a good push from that offensive line. So impressed with the offensive line.
Yes, it is the glue that holds everything together, David Black.
2nd and 1 from the 5. I think Trumann got a timeout.
And probably a good timeout for those guys.
7:53 to go. Hounds up 22-16 here in the 4th quarter.
You know, never trailed in the game, up 8-0, then it was 8-8. Newport came right back after it was 8-8 and scored in, just a little over a minute. Made it 16-8 and 16-16 as these guys came out and drove the football, kept it almost all the 4th quarter, fumbled the ball. Newport fumbled it back, then they take it in for an 18-yard drive, capped off by a 2-yard run, made it 16-16 after the 2-point conversion. And then they kick it to Isaiah.
A house call.
Yeah, to Isaiah, and he did. He did that indeed.
70-some-odd yards. We'll say 75-yard kickoff return for a 6. Hounds could not convert the 2-point conversion. Thus the score 22-16 Hounds.
And thanks to Joey McKnight for helping us again, as he always does. And Newport Technology Director, he doesn't have to help us get on the air, but he makes sure that we do.
C.J. Young goes outside. Touchdown, Hounds.
Guys, that's just a dagger there for the Hounds against the Wildcats. Just like Hayden said, it just puts you up a couple scores. Makes those guys get out of the rhythm of what their game plan of what they're trying to do. They have to try to go a little faster than they like to go, and we'll see how they adjust. I think it will play well into the favor of the Greyhounds. As we await the 2-point try, it's 28-16 Hounds. Drennan at the bottom, Cried at the top.
How about Braxton? Not gonna get it. 2-point conversion, no good. Hounds still lead 28-16, and like we just talked about, Ben, Hounds up 2 possessions, and that's big because they might take, Trumann, they want to run 7:48 off the clock, and these guys got to go a little bit quicker, a little more up tempo, look for bigger plays than what they're normally looking for. So,
yeah, I would expect to see these guys put the football in the air.
Well, and when they've had guys open, just hasn't completed. Out of the backfield, Two's done a really, really good job. Williams for Trumann extending plays. He's the guy that reaches out and gets the first down on 4th and 10, and then has a little shovel pass here that had a guy open. Just couldn't connect with him.
And the Hound secondary playing well, defending the few times they have put the football in the air.
The momentum shifted when Kendall returned the kickoff.
Absolutely. And then that was one of those you kind of go, they're scratching their head saying, we probably knew we shouldn't have done that, but we did. That's what happens. 7:48 to go here in the contest, and this is another First Community Bank kickoff where community comes first.
Fielded around the 35. That's Phillips.
Tonio Phillips, put him in the clubhouse. That was a nice lick.
Antonio with a big hit. Fathead Pizza. It's one word and it's all caps. The Henry boys. You talk about a couple of good ones. Joey and Marcus Henry.
Those guys could feed an army in about an hour and a half notice.
They're good at what they do. They're good at what they do.
I think Depot Day's coming up. He's going to do smoked brisket.
My goodness.
I'm going to head up to Depot Days.
I'll be at Depot Days.
1st and 10 from the 43. Looks to throw. just a little miscommunication. Guy wasn't ready for the football.
It's kind of out of timing, out of sync, but, had some pressure there. Jeremiah Godare in the backfield.
That's what we were saying earlier. When things like that happen, when you have to go to things that you're not used to, it's hard to adjust as the game goes on. When things that you practice are obviously what you're good at. I mean, you're not going to go out there and get 4 wide and try the spread offense. You're going to stick to your bread and butter that you know, but not to say that Williams can't throw the football, because he's shown that he's capable as he puts it on the ground this time. And B.J. Elston's going to wrap him up.
Elston along with Davis, and it looks like Brendan Curry
near the 49-yard line, so it'll be a 3rd down and about 4 here. I think they put it on the ground. Or maybe a hideout play if you can see a guy. I don't see a hideout here.
Watch the long count. Don't want to give them anything.
Direct snap, 22 up the middle. It's a big lick, and the ball was on the ground momentarily. Hounds signal they got the football.
Put Denton in the clubhouse for a big hit, guys.
Hounds got the football.
We'll wait for a signal from the officiating crew. The Hounds say we have it.
They say Truman first down.
The officials are saying move the chains, first down Truman.
Hope Mr. Elmer Metcalf is still with us, watching from over at Trumann.
First and 10 from the 41 in Greyhound territory. Here's the snap. Evatt once again. And that guy's been a load to bring down all night. 5 and white for Truman.
Well, you see the clock continuing to roll there.
5 for Truman, like you said, Hayden, he runs the ball heavy, just a heavy runner. Hits the hole hard and falls forward. 6:07 to go, clock moving. Hounds up 28-16 over the Wildcats of Trumann. Under 6 to go.
Here's the snap and a little misdirection.
Looked like Davis and maybe Spearman in there to bring down the Wildcat running back. 5:42 to go, clock moving.
I saw one of those Godare boys coming off the bottom of that pile.
Jaden Godare.
Looks like 3rd and 5 now here.
Clock not really it's always a factor. But it's not a hurry up, you got to get something done right here. Truman needs a first down, Hounds need a stop, obviously.
Here's the snap, and there it is again. And it's going to be a big loss.
Well, I'll say this, the officials have let the guys play.
Well,
it's a tense game out there.
It's a very tense game, and you're man on man a lot of the night, and you're pushing and shoving, and it's just a physical game, and I think it's a good thing to allow a little extracurricular, but you just don't want to let it get out of hands, and as David said, the officiating crew's done a wonderful job of just letting the guys play.
4th and 10, guys. 4th and 10.
Can the Truman Wildcat offense again pull the rabbit out of the hat with 4:20 to go in the 4th quarter?
Here's the hideout play with 3. So they throw it out wide, and it's going to come up incomplete. Hounds get the football with 4:15 to go.
Barring anything crazy, guys, I think the Hounds just kind of try to put the football on the ground and burn some clock here.
Well, I guess it's the first time that we've actually stopped them. And they punted a couple of times. We just stopped them on 4th down. They've had some success running the football or throwing the football, completing the 4th down situations.
Yeah, that's the first time they've gone for it on 4th down and the Hounds have held.
That's what I was trying to say. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Thank you, Benny.
I would think a heavy dose of Young here.
With a little side of C.J. Young. Kendall at the bottom, Cried at the top.
Fake. How about Braxton? As he gets up to the 45-yard line. Give him 4. 2nd and 6 now.
Those are 4 big ones there for Braxton. 3:59, clock moving here in the contest. Hounds up 28-16 over Trumann. And I've said it a few times on the broadcast, guys, it just has kind of felt like a game of bloody knuckles all night. Just back and forth and back and forth. Hounds finally in a position to put this thing away here.
Running clock.
Here's the snap back to Braxton. Braxton finds it, gets across midfield.
Going to be close to a Greenway Equipment Company first down, depending on the spot of the football, and it looks like that will be enough to move the chains.
Trumann with 1 timeout remaining. And the clock is definitely an ally of the Newport Greyhounds, up by 12 here.
Under 3 minutes to go, clock moving. Kendall at the bottom, Cried at the top. C.J. Young, the lone back. Spearman at the nut back.
Here's the snap, give is to Young. Young. Well, he just refuses to go down. As you can see, Truman's selling out on the run here. Not likely that the Hounds throw it unless they get in a 3rd down situation.
And there's 2.5 minutes to play.
And still yet, probably don't throw the football.
You can.
I would personally like them to throw the football.
You can get it down under 2. Let's see, you can get it to 1:50 before you have to snap the football.
2nd and 9.
Don't forget the Fathead Pizza Collision of the Week Award.
Oh, look. Trumann is going to recover the football.
Well, that could have been a scoop and score, and it could have made a difference in this football game. My goodness.
The Hounds do recover the football. What a break there for the Hounds. Just a little mishandling of the football. That could have gone very, very poorly for the Hounds, guys. With 1:30 to go, we can now get the clock down to about a minute, a little under a minute, before we have to snap the football. 3rd down and 9.
I would think that Trumann would use a timeout after this play. It's Braxton. Looks to throw. It's under a minute now.
55 seconds to go.
And by throwing incompletion, it saves them a timeout. That didn't make a lot of.
Hounds will bring on the punt team. I did not understand that.
Well, it's a teaching moment down there.
We still got a game.
Yeah, 55 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter.
Delay a game against the Hounds.
Bank of England post-game report will come to you momentarily, and then we will have David Black down on the sidelines for the Subway coaches report and the Unity Health player of the game report.
Ben, thus far, who's your vote? We've got Jalen Pollard, along with Antonio Phillips and Demetric Denton.
We'll have to say Pooty right now.
That's what I was going to say. Knocked the ball loose. So here's the snap. A high kick. We don't have to touch it. Just walk off the field.
Let that clock run, Hayden Schultz. 44 seconds to go. Trumann will take over near their 35-yard line. About the 33 and a half, maybe the 34.
Hounds will be in a prevent here.
Just don't want to get beat deep. Hound defense played well tonight. Trumann just came in, and it's so hard, we've talked about it, to defend this type of offense because you don't know where the ball is. You got to kind of wait and let the play develop before you can really make a move, so you just got to stay at home until you know for sure.
Ball on the ground. As Trumann recovers the football. And I guess Trumann's just going to let the clock roll here.
Under 30 seconds to play here in the ball game.
Hounds are going to pick up a victory here at home over a quality 4A opponent in Trumann. As Williams keeps it on the ground. Has nowhere to go and then goes out of bounds, stopping the clock.
We'll allow for one more play before we wrap this thing up. Good solid win here tonight, Hayden Schultz.
As Noah Curtis checks out of the game, Kendall checking in. So Fathead Collision of the Week winner, Demetric Denton, will get him his pizza card, if you will.
Well, there's nothing like having a Fathead pizza card, is there?
I want to get one. As they keep it on the ground with 7, that's Osmond, and that's going to end it. Hounds win it here, 28-16, and it wasn't the cleanest game on both ends, you know, with a couple of fumbles and things like that. Both offenses will have to go back to the drawing board as it will open up conference play. Both teams will open up the conference play next week.
Hounds get their first win here at Greyhound Field, so good win here for the Hounds tonight, and we'll hear a word from Bank of England, and then we'll bring it right back up here to us.
And just a little recap of the ball game here. C.J. Young with a 2-yard touchdown run to kick it off and make it 8-0, as the 2-point conversion was good for Kendall. Trumann answers. Murphy Williams with a 2-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion good, ties it up 8-8, and 23-yard touchdown pass from Braxton to Kendall, make it 16-8. Obviously a couple fumbles throughout the game on both ends. Trumann fumbles, then the Hounds do fumble. Williams puts together another touchdown to make it 16-all. And then the difference in the ball game, I thought, was when Isaiah Kendall with a 75-yard kickoff return to make it 22-16. And then C.J. Young caps off another 2-yard touchdown run to end it 28-16. I thought the Hounds played very well tonight, Ben.
Well, the Hounds, as you said, Hayden, come away with a win, you know, and yeah, we fumbled the football a little bit, and you know, could work on some things, but that's why you have this non-conference schedule. It's to work those kinks out and get ready for conference play, and I believe that's exactly what the Hounds are doing. We're ready to rock and roll in this conference, and looking forward to a bright conference season, and we will have David Black down on the field momentarily after a word from our sponsors for the Subway post-game report and the Unity Health Player of the Game report.
Okay, we're down on the field with Isaiah Kendall, number 1. And Isaiah, lots of things happen in a football game when you play a tough-nosed football team like this, like to run the football. I want to talk about your defensive play first. You're playing defense this year. You played safety, and let me tell you what, you had to come up and make a lot of tackles. Talk about your defense against their offense.
Our defense, I feel like it's kind of different. You know, we're not used to playing that kind of style of slow-paced game, and you know they were trying to keep the game away from us, and you know take down the clock. And you know we just had to coach told us before practice we had to get ready for that. So we had to we just had to play to that game.
Your first run, your first touchdown offensively tonight. Tell us the play and how that worked.
We've been going over this since the summer. It's called a slant and go, and coach you know, we haven't really been connecting on it, so coach been making the receivers and QBs stay after practice and go over it. So, you know, and we've been trying to get it our connection down. So that's what we did, and we finally got it today.
Talk about your second touchdown, which was a huge triple barrel, huge play in this football game. It was 70-plus yards. Don't know exactly how many, but I mean that's what I mean. Boy, when we needed a big play, we got a big play.
Yes, sir. That really happened with honestly, coach always told us just wave it down because you know they're not going to kick it really deep. And I told Jack Simpson, I told him, I said, don't wave it down. I said, scoot up and let me take it because before that I had messed up on a play. And I was like, I got to redeem myself. So after that, I said, Jack, just scoot up and let me take it in. Because, I had scored after that, and I just felt like it was my fault. So I just said, I got to redeem myself. So after that, I just took it and took off. And I told Coach I was going to take it. He said, do what you got to do. And I just did it.
Well, I think that was a wise choice, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to you. You're the Unity Health Player of the game and a great ball game on both sides of the football against a very, very tough Trumann Wildcat team. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We got Coach Brian Reardon coming up. Coach Brian Reardon is going to join us. And, Coach, congratulations, my friend. I'll let you get it all together there.
It's been a rough week. I lost my voice Tuesday, got it a little back by yesterday a little bit, and today I knew I was going to be gone again tonight, so I'll do the best I can. Man, I appreciate it, man. Every win's a good win. We said at the beginning of the year, four quality non-conference opponents. I said 0-4, 4-0, 2-1, 3, whatever. And we ended up 2-2. Had a chance to win every one of the games. We're battle tested right now. We're rolling into conference play right now. I couldn't be happy. Well, I could be happy. We could be 4-0, but I'll take 2-2, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Well, a big win for you. I mean, first home victory for you yourself. I know you talked about that on the radio station, but we will ask you the same.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I put a lot of pressure on myself, and I think all of us did at the BB game. And I think you could see that probably why we made so many mistakes. And I took that on myself when I told the kids. I wanted that so bad in front of all those people that first round. And today we came out and just played relaxed and stayed in our game. Made a few mistakes here and there, but we didn't freak out. Kept rolling. Hats off to Trumann. I mean, good Lord, sure. It's hard to stop them from getting 3 yards, 4 yards, And they actually probably it was about as good as they expected with their game plan. We had a couple turnovers. They had a couple turnovers. I think we were kind of equal in that area. So great 4A school. I played them for years over Southside. It was always a battle, man. They're a good squad, man. Physical bunch.
Another huge crowd of Newport Greyhound fans here tonight. I know when you're down there on the sidelines, you don't get an opportunity. We talked about it last week or the week before last. You don't get an opportunity to really look back there and see what's going on, and you don't really hear a lot. But let me tell you what, our crowds have been excellent.
Well, good. I mean, hey, look, we're trying to keep them coming. Keep them coming. We got homecoming next week. I want to see the biggest crowd of the year. I believe we'll be on the road for a little bit after that. We're going to finish out the year at home. So everybody wants us to be at home. We've been on the road. We've had 2 home games, 2 away games. It's kind of the perfect non-conference schedule. Like I said, again, 4-0 would be perfect. But as far as I think it's prepared us well for our conference, and looking forward to being at home. And if we got to travel, we'll travel and play well too. I know we can.
Congratulations on the big victory tonight, and I'm gonna let you save your voice, but inside the Newport Walmart subway, bringing you the coaches report. And as always, go Hounds!